Hey everybody, it's Sia with Black Petal Gardening, and we are taking a little bit of a look at our squash bed. If you watched the last garden tour, I definitely had a section where we were talking about this bed and the fact that I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing when it comes to squash. I'm not a fan of eating it, so I don't really have much of a connection to squash. I like zucchini, love to make zoodles, and just roasting zucchini and stuff like that, but our zucchini is really not doing much at the moment. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing to take care of these plants. I've watched videos and they haven't really answered the questions that I do have. So instead, I have decided this is a year one garden. We just put this garden in. So I'm taking this opportunity to kind of feel my way around the plants that I don't have a lot of familiarity with, a lot of experience growing. And so what I've decided, I am just going to go by feel. If something feels like it makes sense to me, I'm going to take that step. And if in the end I find it was a poor choice or a bad mistake to go that route, well, it will be disappointing because of the failure, but at the same time, it'll also be a learning experience, and I'll know, okay, in the future, that's not a step to take. So what I'm talking about specifically for these plants is keeping them trimmed up. As you can see here, I've got two plants that got sowed. And so now we've got a fairly dense patch here of our squash. And I want to say that this is the black bolota winter squash. But what I've been doing is coming in here, and you can see right here, I've been cutting some of these leaves off because now these ones are pretty thin, relatively speaking, but there have been some absolutely massive leaves. Here we can see where I've done, some trimming out. This wasn't actually today. This was a couple days ago. Quite frankly, that's just what I'm doing. I'm going by feel and by look, and if something feels and looks like it is overgrown, or it's not going to get enough airflow to keep things healthy, I'm going to clip it. May not be the right choice, but it's the choice that I'm going to make. Now, this has opened this up pretty nicely because some of the really big, thick stems come with really big leaves. I mean, this one's, yeah, decent thickness, and you can see how massive this leaf is. So I'm trying to get a little bit of sun in there. Does it need to have sun getting down into, the depths of the plant? I have no clue, but it's what feels right. So at least for right now, we're gonna go with the feeling. Now, what is fun is we definitely have some fruits, some little squashes here that are forming. So something's going right. And I feel like I probably needed to do a little bit more trimming, but I think I'm gonna leave it as is for now. Over here, it feels really densely packed with all these stems, but I think I'll wait. Now we've got a really nice sized one here. You can see that. Cool. I have no clue what these taste like. I'm not entirely sure what they'll look like when they're fully mature. And so I'm not entirely sure what the best way to use them in cooking is going to be. That's definitely going to be a Scott thing to figure out because he is the resident squash eater. But the other piece of it is I think I need to be a little bit more circumspect about the plants over here. I think I may actually do a little bit more trimming, like trim off this over here, maybe these two as well, because they are getting into our tomatillo. But anyway, that's kind of how I'm dealing with the squash situation. We have a similar situation over here. There's definitely some of these stems and leaves that I want to get out of here because they look like they're starting to fail and get old. And there's plenty of new growth to, get nutrients and photosynthesize. And there's just a ton of little squashies down in the depths. So I think that one right over there is probably getting really close to being ready to harvest, actually. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, and we also have one over here that's looking really probably like it needs to be harvested too. We got this big guy right here. Look at that. It's looking like it's like an old daddy stem. And the leaf isn't looking so great. So I'll have to think about whether I should clip that one out or not. I'm kind of feeling like I should. See, all of this is just by guesswork for me at this point, which, for better or worse, I guess that is a way to learn. But yeah, we already have like 3 of these little summer squashes, which I think this one was called Hybrid Gentry. And okay, so Scott's gonna really have to figure out what the heck he wants to do with those, because I am thinking we're gonna be adding 2 more to the list. Okay. All right, so I've got my handy dandy little clippers here. So I'm gonna hop in here. Now this is one of the downsides to these being so thick. These clippers only clip so big. Ouch. And these are very pokey. Oops, I think I almost dropped you. Okay, so that's one. This one's not looking so hot. So we're gonna pull that out. It's kind of nasty looking. And then we've got that big guy. I'm not sure. Well, we'll give it a go. I don't want to damage any of the other stuff. I can avoid it. Okay. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, I definitely opened up a little bit. I kind of feel like there's probably a few more. I'm gonna clip out. I don't know if I really should be trying to get this more at the base of where they all stem from. That's like a better way of going about it, but it's a pretty awkward plant. So getting in really close has not been super easy. All right, but I can see here we've got one of these that needs to come out because it's all gooey. Alrighty, I think I'm gonna get that, and I think I'm gonna get the other one too. I don't want to leave it on the vine too long, or in that little squatty area. It's got yellowing, at least on one side. One side's a little pale. Maybe I should be waiting a little longer for it to, plump up. But I also don't want it to get old and rotty. This one's was sitting on the ground, is pretty kind of moist. So, all right, well, there we go. We've got 2 that we're harvesting out. I am gonna have to go look up the black bolota to kind of get an idea of how big these squash are supposed to get. So I have an idea of when I need to harvest this, because that I have no clue. I mean, I am guessing a little bit about these 2, but overall, I feel a little bit more confident about when I'm supposed to grab those out. Yep, so that's what I'm doing with the squash. The watermelon is just kind of going all over the place. We don't seem to have any fruits from the mountain sweet yellow, or sweet mountain yellow yet, though there are some flowers, so hopefully it'll just be a matter of time. And for the sugar baby, I think I counted 5 little baby melons in the works. Very exciting. So yeah, I didn't really expect this to be as long of a video as it is. Really, I was just gonna kind of lament a bit about not knowing what I'm doing and show how I'm doing my trimming, and it definitely got a little bit away from me. There's a little harvest in there, so that's kind of fun. But anyway, I am going to bring this to a close. If you are seeing things that we are doing that we absolutely should not be doing with our squash, or things that we should be doing and you're not noticing that we're doing those, I would love for you to leave us a comment and feedback with that information. We do read all of our comments and try to reply to them all as well. And other than that, really appreciate you taking the time to watch our videos. If this is information, content, etc. that you enjoy, please consider giving us a like, and we would absolutely love it if you would subscribe and follow us along as we're figuring these things out. Thank you very much for the time you spend watching, and keep an eye out here for more of the same, because it is only the 3rd of July, so we are like smack dab in the middle of the season, and there is plenty more growing to do. I'm anticipating at the end of this month, I'll probably be making my decisions on whether to do a fall garden, and if so, what we're going to put in it and also where. So thank you again and have a fantastic day. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.